More grace. So this is part one of my testimony. I encourage you to get in good. Sit down with me and lend an ear. It gets pretty deep. And there are probably trigger warnings here. I will tell you the SA is one of the warnings, and also um, physical harm, like inflicted upon oneself, and also abuse in other forms. Those are all trigger warnings here. But yeah, starting off, when I was 7 years old, it was the first time that I was utterly, brutally harmed, sexually speaking. At the age of 7 years old. It was my cousins. It was three of them, my older cousins. So they were my second cousins. They were my mom's cousins, because it was her aunt's kids. They were keeping me. And I remember waking up, like I was just in and out because I took a nap. All I remember is they gave me some juice. I literally remember them calling me in the kitchen, saying, "I got some juice here. Get some juice." Right? I guess they knew I like juice. I don't know what happened with that juice, but I know I drank the juice, and then I laid down for a nap. I kept waking up, and I remember I had my older cousin, she's a female. She was standing above me, like she was looking down at me. And then I remember her brother was at the end of the bed. All of them were siblings. He was at the foot of the bed, and he was just watching. And he kind of was like, like this kind of vibe, almost like he was enjoying himself, just watching. And then the oldest out of the siblings, she was standing watch at the door. I'll never forget this. It's like it happened to me yesterday. She was standing watch at the door. I just remember coming in and out of consciousness. By the time I woke up for like the third time, when I came to, they were no longer in the room with me. And so I remember waking up, and I was just dumbfounded. I was trying to act like everything was okay, but something inside of me felt disgusting. I just felt, I don't know, I felt weird. I felt like something happened to me. So I'll never forget my mom, when she came to pick me up. Me being 7 years old, I told her what had happened. Somebody did something to me, and I didn't feel right. Nothing happened about it. Nothing was done about it. No one got in trouble about it. I didn't receive any help. I don't even remember anybody praying for me. Amen. Listen, nothing happened. And I remember being 7 years old and feeling like, well, maybe it's my fault, because no one did anything about it. Like even my own mom, and then she would like attempt to keep on she would still be taking me, dropping me back off at the same place with the same relatives that did what they did to me. And I don't know, I would just scream and I would cry. I would just scream and cry. I just did not want to go there at all. At some point, she stopped taking me there because, I guess it was torture. She could see that it was torture for me going there. And I remember someone passed away, I guess, in the family. And I remember being in the car. I remember my mom getting out. I remember my mom getting out of the car and speaking to the cousin that did what she did to me. And I don't know the conversation, but I was just watching them talk. And I didn't know if anybody was going to come check on me or if I was going to get called out of the car or what. I didn't know. But I just remember feeling queasy in my stomach. And then I remember my mom hugging the cousin that did what she did to me. And I saw her. She said, "I forgive you." And in that moment, I was like, wow. This was a while later, like on down the line. And I was just sitting there looking like, wow, I wish I could forgive. Like, I don't really know. I didn't really know how to forgive. Nobody ever taught me the importance of forgiveness. But I just felt so betrayed by my own mom, because I remember feeling like I didn't even forgive her, but you forgave her, you know what I'm saying? And now I understand that she needed to forgive her. I just know that it was absolutely horrific for me. But yeah, that's just, I could say that's part one of my testimony. The end being that I've forgiven that cousin now. I remember holding her baby, looking down in her baby's arms when I got grown. I'm looking down at her baby's arms, and all I could think was, Lord, I thank you for renewing my mind and allowing me the capabilities to forgive. Thank you for forgiving me, making it possible for me to also forgive others. Because as I was looking into her little baby's eyes, I was like, oh my gosh, this could have been someone wicked. This could have been someone that wasn't able to forgive, holding you, little girl, and you're beautiful, you know? And I was just so grateful to God that he gave me a heart to forgive other people. Because as I was looking in her baby's eyes, I was like, oh my gosh, you did nothing to nobody. And in her eyes, I saw pure innocence. She knew nothing about anything. She was just looking in my face, happy that someone was taking time with her, that someone was holding her, and that someone was nurturing her in a moment where a lot of stuff was going on in my great-grandma's house. So it was just chaotic everywhere, right? But yeah, that's part one of my testimony. I just wanted it to come around full circle. And I just want to encourage somebody to please release your testimony. We overcome by the sharing of our testimony. I love y'all with the love of Jesus. I'll see y'all on the next one.